Hey everybody, another quality production today. As soon as I step out the door, the neighbor over here across the highway decided he was going to use his leaf blower. Hey, I need to use mine too. I hear him. Listen. No, I hear it. I don't know if it's picking up or not. Anyway, I wished he'd come and take care of my leaves. You know what I'm saying? Ow. So probably, I don't know if it's going to be a long video, but it's definitely going to be a little bit different video today. First off, let me start out by saying I apologize for my voice. I've been sick for about a week. Last weekend was horrible. And then about the same time as I started getting over it, the master gardener ended up getting it. And she's down still. So she's been down for a week. Both been tested, not COVID, not flu, some kind of respiratory. So I apologize if I start sniffling and sneezing, and took a little bit of NyQuil before I did the video. That way maybe it would dry some of that up. But she's actually up, and I told her I wanted to do this video, and she kind of, tried to walk me through what I needed to say and do. But I'm sure it's going to be a train wreck. But I wanted to get out here and get in the greenhouse and go ahead and plant up our tomatoes that we're going to be planting for this summer. And because according to the old Farmer's Almanac, they need to start going in. You need to start your seeds now. And if you've never done that before, I recommend doing that. You can go by the moon cycle, and you do that at the farmersalmanac.com. You go in and you can put your zip code in, and it'll tell you when to start your seeds, when to transplant your seeds, when to put them in the ground. Has the phases of the moon, all the hocus pocus stuff, and that's kind of what the master gardener tends to do. It always tends to work for us. It's kind of neat. I'll try to leave a link somewhere, and I'll show you kind of what ours said on tomatoes. And I'll also leave a link to where you can go there on your little Google machine and find out what's right for you and your zone. Now, we are going to be planting some tomatoes this year that we haven't planted. These are probably easier if I, turn the camera around. But these are the Hossinator tomatoes that we got from, from Hoss Tools. And we're also going to be planting some red snappers. Those two we have not planted before, but everybody seems to be doing great with them, especially over at Cog Hill Farms. He's always bragging about his red snappers, and I think he's trying Hossinators this year. Maybe he's tried them before, I don't know. But I watch so many different videos, it's hard for me to keep up with who's planting what. But my intentions are, it's way still too cool to keep the seeds in the greenhouse. However, with the new Ollie dog and Tucker dog and me coughing and my wife coughing and trying to do this in the house, it doesn't make for good quality content, you know what I'm saying? So I come outside where I can shut the door. I'm going to put the seeds in the pods. Then we will carry them in the house, and we will put them under the grow lights. And I'll probably, give you some updates on when they start sprouting. Now, last weekend, even though it didn't feel like it, went ahead and started our pepper plants. We've got them under grow lights right now. And we've also got heat mats under our pepper plants. And we actually do have germination already, which really surprised me. Kim told me a while ago on my way out to go film this that I need to put that in there. And if I get a chance and if I remember it, I will definitely do that. But right now I have so many things running around in my head that she told me to make sure that I say, that I do. So I'm not going to get it all right. I'm just not. But anyway, we're going to get started. I'll probably try to set this up on a tripod. I don't know if I'll have a good mic situation or not. I will try, because I am, I don't know if I'll be able to leave this on or not. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room. Anyway, without further ado, hey, let's get started putting some seeds in the pods. We'll see you in a minute. We're going to give this a try. You only get one shot at it, right? Hopefully my cord and things won't be too much in the way. I know I need to bring me a chair down here for sure. So what we're going to do is, we've already got we made this, she made this as fairly simple as possible. We went ahead and I've got my seed starting mix in here. Now this is mixed with a little bit of soil, basically just because I don't have enough seed starting mix, and this soil has seed starting mix in it already, so it should be fine. We've already got our labels printed out on what's going in where. So we're just going to add some seeds into our little pods. Then we're going to cover them up. I've went ahead and watered already. And we'll get them all stacked up in the tray and get them in the house. So we'll start out with the Hossinator. I don't know. I'm hoping that this is in camera, one way or the other. This is the Hossinator. It is a determinant, which means that it should, oh, if I remember that right, I always get that mixed up, but it should pretty much put off mostly all of its tomatoes all at one time. And I think it only gets a certain height. I think they stay fairly small. Now these seeds here, I believe, are coated. Holy smokes, I hope there's more than that in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but these, I believe, are coated with clay. Pelleted, maybe is what they call that. Not real sure. I can already tell one thing. I'm not very good at that. I'm not even sure that that's a seed. Not even sure that that's a seed. You know what? I'm going to just dump it and move them over as I can. I'm trying to put 2 in each seed pod. But I will say this. 2, 4, maybe 6. Maybe 6 seeds in that package. Look, Hoss Tools, I'm not real crazy about that. There should have been more than 6 in there. It says 10, but I got 2, 4, maybe 6. Yeah, there might be 10 in there, but it sure doesn't seem like it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pull one and put there. And you only want to cover these up about 1/4 of an inch. And I'm going to sprinkle some more stuff over the top of these. So I'm not going to cover them up too much. And that is the Hossinator. Next, we're moving over to the BHN. Now we have grew these before. Grown these before. They are determined as well. And they are a hybrid, which means they are a little bit more disease resistant, which is the problem we have. And these are not pelleted. Oh, I'm probably going to have to do these the same way. Get my big head right in the way. Yeah. not wanting to come out. Okay. Now that I've got them scattered, I will move some of them over. As I was saying, my favorite tomato in the whole wide, you know what, I'm not even going to say world, I'm going to say universe, because it's bigger than the world, is the Cherokee Purple. Best tasting tomato there is. But the problem we have is it's not disease resistant, and we get a lot of disease here, as we've come to find out the last couple of years. So it's hard for us to plant, and we don't get a lot of sunlight here. You'll hear me say that several times this year, I'm sure. But yeah, we don't get a whole lot of sunlight here. And Cherokee Purples, well, any tomato for that matter needs a lot of sunlight, but the Cherokee Purple needs a lot of sunlight. And like I said, we get it's just blight, and it just needs to be a little more disease resistant. Now we're going to try the snapper, the red snapper. I'm not trying to make you dizzy by shaking it like that. I'm just not 100% sure where the camera's looking. And the hotter it's getting in this, the hotter that it's getting in this greenhouse, the more my nose is starting to run. This is a determinant 2, I believe. Wish I hadn't ripped the corner of that off. Of the old red snapper, and I'm just going to try to pour these out in one spot and move them around. These here do not seem to be pelleted either, and I believe this packet has gotten a little bit wet. This is all going according to plan, folks. According to plan. Kept hearing something out there scratching around. I got to looking. I believe it's the chickens. The chickens. And that takes care of the red snapper. I'm going to go ahead and put this tag in there too. See if I can move this over just a little bit without losing y'all. Probably not. Probably got you all dizzy now. Yeah, you're probably all dizzy now. This is a Peron or something like that. Not real sure. We have had this before. It did pretty good last year. When I say pretty good, that means that it actually put fruit on pretty much all summer, and was fairly tasty. And I almost put that in the wrong. I almost put that one in the wrong thing. That's why you've got to pay attention to what you do. These seeds here are a little bit bigger. Makes you wonder how a tomato's a tomato, right? I mean, most people would say that. Of course, you and I know that they're not, because of the taste, Holy crap, that's a lot of seeds. Because of the taste and other factors, you and I know, put way too many in there. She's gonna kill me. We're just not gonna say anything about that. Oh, well, there's still plenty of seeds in there, but I'm afraid to put the dirt. I'm afraid to pick them out of the dirt and put in there because then they will germinate. I'm not the master gardener. That would be her. When this thing starts sprouting, it's going to have seed. Yeah, we're going to have to pull several of these out. That's just the way it's going to be. What I was getting at is, we all think tomatoes are pretty much the same, right? Or most people do, but we don't, because we know the taste and, excuse me, whether they're hybrid or not hybrid, whatever. But it's weird to me that the seeds are different sizes. A tomato ought to have the same size tomato seed, unless it's a, you know, of course, a cherry tomato or something like that. This is a jet setter. The old jet setter. And it's got tiny, tiny seeds. It kills me, but I know she does it, so. It's amazing to me how she wants 2 in each one of these, but they're so tiny you couldn't pull 2 out of that package if you wanted to. I don't know. You know what? We're just going to plant them. Once they get up, sprouted, then we'll worry about if we got too many or can't get rid of them or whatever. We'll ship them over there to Africa or something. Somebody will eat them. The jet setter is ready. You know what? I'm going to start putting them in this tray already. She's probably going to, I guarantee you that she is thinking already that she's got seeds left over. You know what I'm saying? That she's got seeds left over because I was only supposed to put two into a pod. I got news for her. She doesn't have any seeds. Not very many left over. I'm getting a phone call. Sorry, folks, but we're kind of tied up at the moment. Okay, we're back. Sorry, folks, but the phone / camera was trying to ring. It's quality production, folks. This is Dark Star hybrid. It's indeterminate, so it should produce all summer long, and they get fairly tall too. Not sure, doesn't say on the package how tall, but I do know that indeterminates get a lot taller than your determinates. And these seeds are tiny here too as well, of course. I think that got all of them. All I'm doing is just blocking the camera where you can't see. All I'm doing is trying to just cover the seed up a little bit, and then I'll sprinkle some more stuff on top. There's the Dark Star. And then last but not least are chocolate sprinkles. chocolate sprinkles. Now what I'm hoping is this is a cherry tomato, and I'm not a huge cherry tomato fan, but they do tend to put on for a while, and these are a chocolate tomato, which is in the same family as a Cherokee purple. So we're going to try these. I'm not sure that I don't think we've done these. If we have, I don't remember. It's hard to keep up with what the master gardener has done and what she hasn't done, because she likes to experiment, and we try to grow a couple new things every year. Come on. Really? Are you kidding me? Well, there must have been little bitty seeds, because I never even seen them fall out. I probably got 25 seeds in one little square there, for that matter. I do not know. Whew. It is getting warm in here. Hey, that's got those done. One of those actually has some extra seeds in them, and I need to make sure that I don't forget those. Well, it was a train wreck, but if I can get them in there. We got them all, you know, they're all started there. And if they do sprout and do come up, this is way more tomatoes than we will, ever eat. But we're going to plant a bunch of tomatoes because, things happen. They die, they blight up. The problem we'll have is trying to find a place to put them all. That's going to be the biggest issue. But we got them in there. I know I didn't do them right. I know that, I say I didn't do them right. I know I didn't do them up to the master gardener specs. I'm sure I didn't do them up to your specs. Oh yeah, hey, I still need to cover these things. I about screwed up. So we need to cover these up with just a little bit of this stuff. I know you can't really see what I'm doing here. And we're going to put these under some grow lights. Like I said, I don't want to cover these up more than certainly not less than a 1/4 inch, or they will not sprout. And we're going to put these under grow lights and a heat mat. Get these things to getting with it. I apologize. I'm sure you've heard me sniffing and snotting. I'm just getting over it. I don't know what it was. It was double pneumonia, COVID, syphilis type stuff. I don't know. But we're done. We are done. I might add some cute puppy dog videos after a while. I don't know. I've got to get these in the house and under the grow lights. I got to check on the master gardener because even though she is feeling a little bit better today, and she told me this morning that she was bound and determined to feel better today. So that means she's going to be up doing stuff that she probably doesn't really have the strength to do. So I need to get in there and help. Like I said, I'll try to get some fancy, I don't know, cute bulldog pictures or something. I don't know. It's still extremely muddy. It is warmer today. It is in this greenhouse for sure. And hey, spring is trying to sprung? No. Spring has sprung, but it's not really sprung. It's trying to sprang. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Hey, folks, like, comment, share, spread the word. Let's get this gardening started. Bye-bye.
A few moments later.
Well, I don't know who's more disappointed, me or the master gardener, but I guess, oh, hang on a minute. Oh. Mistakes happen, I guess. Things happen. Be gentle now. Yeah, right, be gentle. Anyway, what I was going to say is man, I don't even know if I'm going to post this video now, but it did take quite a bit of time, so I probably would. Can y'all see I'm not, hey, can you see? It's quality production, folks. Quality production. Like I said, I wasn't sure I was going to post this video. I don't know who's more disappointed, myself or the master gardener. But as you could see probably at the end of the video there, as I was carrying the tomatoes in to go under the grow lights, like I said, it's slick, nasty, muddy out here. And yeah, I slipped and fell, and tomatoes and seeds went everywhere. So anyway, you know, it happens. Things happen. Nobody wanted it to happen, for sure. But back to the old drawing board. I did scoop up everything that I could and still put everything back under the grow lights. But you know, if things do come up, which is great if they do, we won't know what anything is. But I guess it doesn't matter. You know, there's still tomatoes. They're still going to be edible if they come up, because they're definitely planted a little deeper than a 1/4 inch now, for sure. I don't know, just aggravated because I wanted to come out and do it in the greenhouse, even though we weren't going to leave them in the greenhouse, just because I'd have better sound quality and wouldn't have all the background noise and everything. And you know, the master gardener, she wanted to do it a little bit different, and I guess since I did it my way and screwed it up, it feels like my fault. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, it happens. Folks, we're going to go and we're going to get off of here, close out the video for a second time, and I hope you guys have a safe and wonderful holiday weekend, actually. And we'll catch you guys maybe next time. We'll plant some, I don't know, more tomatoes, squash, something. But you know, maybe we'll do it with elbow pads and knee pads and a helmet next time. Some of us ain't quite as spry, and we get in too big a hurry to do too many things at once. And hey, God keep and bless you. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.